What's going on, guys? blinkFRO here, and today I'm bringing you week 2 of my Seattle Seahawks franchise series. And right off the bat, we're going to check the injury report. So far, our team has absolutely no injuries from the first game of the season, and the Steelers are missing Heath Miller and Brett Kiesel, 2 key losses for them this game. So that right off the bat, that we have that going for us. So it's at Pittsburgh. We haven't played a home game yet, and here we go. And I just want to say something real quick. I kind of feel like doing a top 5 series for my channel. I guess to start, it would just be my own clips, like the top 5 plays from that week. You know, since I'm basically doing 4 series right now, well, I guess 5 if you count NBA Street, and it would just be the top 5 plays from those. I don't know, I think it would be pretty cool. But right off the bat, well, not off the bat because it's like a minute and a half into the game, we hit Braylon Edwards for a first down. He is by far my favorite receiver on the team, like I've said. And here we go. This guy on my team pisses me off so much. This guy right here, John Moffitt, what the hell? He gets like 2 or 3 holding calls per game. And I feel like I was being really loud there because I was close to the mic. I want to cut that guy from the team. And the Steelers, they couldn't get any offense going. I just showed you that sack just because. And Braylon Edwards hit him on the quick pass, and he gets a huge gain there of 21 yards. But yeah, that guy, I need to cut him. And here we go. We're hitting Sidney Rice for the touchdown. First touchdown of the game, 7-0. We'll show the replay because Madden knows that was an awesome play. So boom, there we go. Possibly a top 5 play, I don't know. It depends on whether you guys want to see it or not. And just look at our defense. We stop them there, and then on 3rd and 2, they're going to run it, and we stop them again. Like, they still haven't had a first down up to this point. And their teammate is not very happy. Saunders, the tight end, he's not dealing with it. He just can't do it. And Sidney Rice is going to get decked there, and he'd get an injury, but he would return to the game. And then here, I was trying to give to Sims Walker because Rice was out, and I was like, hey, I want Sims Walker to get his first catch of the season, but Lawrence Timmons was not having any of it, and he just went down and intercepted it. I thought I could thread the ball in there. And then here, we're going to stop them on 3rd down again, so they still haven't had a first down yet. And here, look at this. I don't even know how this happened. I just brought the guy over for some odd reason, and then when they hiked the ball and I saw I had space, I was like, oh my god, I can actually block this. And let's watch the replay. I don't know, I was so excited. I think this is my first blocked, legit blocked field goal in Madden. I've done it a lot in the past, but that's before they patched it. I'm pretty sure they patched it because it used to be really easy. You could just time it perfectly, and the guy in the corner would never block you. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but they patched that. And look at this. How about that for a first down? The very first down for the Steelers. I figured the computer players, the computers would defend that deep bomb, but clearly they didn't, and now the Steelers are going to have to settle for a field goal to cut the lead down to 11 points, so 14-13. And then in the second quarter, we're just going to throw another interception. I thought I could thread the needle there again, but Lawrence Timmons goes ahead, trucks Tavares Jackson kind of, and runs it in for a touchdown. And now the game is 14-10, so not really the best way we want to play the game. Our offense, we were struggling, but on a 4 verticals play, I'm going to hit Baldwin because I was pretty upset about that interception. And usually you should probably run it after throwing an interception, but I'm not like that. I just want to pass it. Probably not the best idea. You'll see Tavares Jackson picks up a few yards from scrambling, and Braylon Edwards is going to get another first down. Like I said, my favorite receiver on the team so far. So glad I picked him up. You guys were all complaining that I traded all the young players, but all these players are young too. Not Tavares Jackson, Braylon Edwards, Mike Sims Walker, and look at this key dropped pass. That could have been a touchdown, and we're gonna have to settle for a field goal again to bring us up 17-10. And what do I have to say? I don't even know. There's something I was going to say, and then I just completely sidetracked. But anyways, Ben Roethlisberger has way too much time in the pocket. Hits Cotry. I just had brain freeze right there. for the first down. So they're making their way up, possibly going to get a touchdown here. And once again, he has more than enough time in the pocket. Hits the tight end Saunders for another first down. And then on the 7-yard line, they're going to give it to, I believe, Isaac Redman for the touchdown, tying the score at 17. And then with 2 minutes left, I try to give it to, I think that was Baldwin, but Tavares Jackson overthrows it, and we're going to turn it over there. And Hines Ward is going to get a reception here and bring him closer for possibly another field goal, possibly a touchdown before the end of the half. And we're going to go ahead and strip the ball here from, I think, Antonio Brown. And Sherman's going to get his second fumble recovery of the game. Unfortunately, this one wasn't run back for a touchdown. So we put Tavares Jackson in, and he throws it way to the left. So I was like, alright, screw you, Tavares Jackson, you suck. We're putting in Terrell Pryor because he has a better deep pass. And his first play of his NFL career, he gets sacked. So on third down, we're going to air it out deep. And look at that catch by Braylon Edwards, being able to focus off of Palomalu's tip and just hail it in for the first down. So that was pretty nice. That was pretty lucky for us. On second down, we're going to give it to Baldwin there. He's going to get speared, and, oh, what's this? A holding call? I wonder who it could be. Let's find out. Oh, look, it's John Moffitt again. Like, come on. So because of that holding call, you know, we were set back a bit, but luckily for us, we gave it to Sidney Rice there. And with only 6 seconds left, we're going to try a fake field goal. No one was open, so I quickly ran out of bounds with McNabb. And then we're going to have to settle for a real field goal here to bring us up 20-17. And then we'll get the ball back in the third quarter. So we're going to hit Sidney Rice on the slant, and I believe this is the play. Yeah, he gets injured, and he's going to have broken ribs and will not return to the game. And I believe that he's out for the next game. I played the next game already, but I just don't remember. I'm pretty sure he was out. But watch this punt. Goes out on the 1-yard line, and you know what we're going to do. We're just going to blitz, blitz, blitz. Hoping for a safety. I don't know how we didn't get him there, but Roethlisberger throws it away because he panicked. And on the third down, he's got time in the pocket. I don't know how we didn't get him again, but he's going to panic and just chuck it out of bounds to avoid the safety. And unfortunately, we couldn't block the punt, but we do get good field position because they were backed up so far. And we're going to hit Mike Williams for a first down, a 22-yard pass. And then on first down, we're going to give to Marshawn Lynch. Beast mode going up. I love Marshawn Lynch. He always fights for those extra yards. Awesome running back there. And then we're going to hit Braylon Edwards for maybe his first touchdown of the season. I don't even know. I wish I knew. And Earl Thomas is going to get an interception right there because Ben Roethlisberger was looking for Mike Thomas. Thought we had an open lane for the touchdown, but wasn't getting any good blocks there. So we're going to get shoved out of bounds. And then we're going to have to settle for a field goal because we had absolutely nothing going on there. And I feel like these videos are way too long. Like I'm always like, alright, I don't want to make these too long, but I always wind up making them like 10 minutes long. So the second half's going to be sped up a little bit. And you'll see I throw my third interception to Lawrence Timmons. Not the best. And Mike Wallace is going to get a catch there to bring him closer to the end zone. 4 receptions for 113 yards, and Brendan Roethlisberger is just going to top it off with a touchdown pass to Antonio Brown, cutting the lead down to 6, 30-24. And this fourth quarter, we're just going to try to waste as much time as we could because we had a comfortable lead, and I just didn't feel like passing because then the score would have been like 50 to I don't even know. So we're running the clock down as we're making our way up the field, hitting Mike Williams there for his second reception on the game. And as you can see, I'm always wasting the play clock down to like 1 or 2 seconds. We're going to hit Leon Washington on third down for the touchdown. And then we're going to go for the 2-point conversion to bring us up by 14 points. And we're up 38-24. So the Steelers really need to get touchdowns on these 2 possessions, or not 2 possessions, these next possessions. Roethlisberger hits Cotry deep, and they are 17 yards away from the end zone. And on 3rd and 4, Roethlisberger's going to go up ahead and scramble, and Atari Bigby's going to force him to scramble at the 1-yard line. They're going to go for it, and our defense just comes up in the clutch, stopping them on 4th and 1. Our defense is just amazing. I don't know why. They're so good, and we're going to get a sack there on Ben Roethlisberger. And on 4th and 12, Big Ben's going to have to hail it deep, but he hails it just a little too deep, and that's going to be the last play for the Steelers. We're just going to kneel the ball down and run the clock down. And we come away with our first win of the season, 38-24. We're now 1-1 on the season. Our next game's at home. I feel like it's against the Cardinals. I don't remember because I recorded this before I left for Syracuse, which, by the way, I went to Syracuse over the weekend. And yeah, look, someone that lost. The player on a losing team can be player of the game because Lawrence Timmons just got it. It could have either been Timmons or that guy that I got 2 fumbled recoveries with. But here's the stats. I kind of wish I was paying attention for the Steelers ones. But you're going to see the Seahawks stats. Tavares Jackson, only 50% completions, and he's going to have 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Terrell Pryor had a better game. Marshawn Lynch, 22 rushes for 88 yards. And that's going to wrap this up. So, as always, thank you for watching, and tune in next time.